theory behind cold exposure is pretty simple. When we're exposed to the cold, our body needs to increase its metabolic rate to generate heat. And to do that, it needs to burn fuel like a fire, and that fuel is calories. Hence, overall, we lose weight. There's also an extra part to this, which is that it changes the type of fat. Most people's fat is what's called white fat, and that's not good for us. But there is also brown fat too, which is a type of fat that babies have and is good fat, generally because it generates heat for us and burns calories. And it could be also anti-inflammatory, good for our blood sugars, and there are a few other perks being looked at in research. So the theory is that cold exposure forces your body to turn that white fat into a sort of half-brown version of that fat. Now, some people do cold exposure via cold showers, ice baths, immersing themselves in nitrogen gas, or sitting in cold aircon half naked. Certainly, I've had patients swear by it, and it is also the case that there may be a wide range of other benefits to cold exposure, like feeling more alert and awake. But when it comes to weight loss, is this true? There have been a number of studies done in mice and rats supporting these theories that cold exposure increases their metabolic rate and conversion to brown fat. But there was actually no real weight loss because they just ate more to compensate. Also, they had to be exposed to quite cold conditions for like 1 to 8 hours a day, 3 days a week, which for most people is completely unachievable. In humans, we just don't have much data yet to confirm nor deny this method. There have been a few small trials to show that cold exposure can increase the amount of brown fat activity and reduce your body fat. One trial from Japan went for 6 weeks, exposing 50 young men to 2 hours a day of 17 degrees, and they lost about 5% of their body weight. But keep in mind that's 2 hours a day, which again for most people is a little bit unrealistic. So really it's too early to say, but I look forward to seeing more studies on this. Remember, it's simply an addition to the overall healthy food, movement and mind changes you need to make. It's not a magic bullet. If you feel it benefits you in regards to waking you up and trimming off a bit of body fat, then go for it, but do it safely. There have been cases of people passing out and drowning in the intense cold exposure events like ice baths and nitrogen gas, so be smart and be supervised. Also, there may be some medical conditions like blood pressure and heart disorders which may struggle in extreme colds of heat, so please see your doctor about it.